for Singleton. Just about to get underway. Here's Alex Bregman. And this four-game set is underway. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Foul ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
That's to third. And that is that. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Acuna with a homer in his last game. And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 0-2 now. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Quick move to first. Acuna guys back in.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And a swing and a miss. Runner in scoring position, nobody out, as we play game one of this four-game series. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the batter now, Austin Riley. Misses the sweeper. Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay throw to third. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with two gone. Runner at third, two away. Swing, a high fly ball, deep left field, carrying well. And it is gone. Matt Olson goes deep. Third home run of the season. The Braves score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. And that's the inning. Top of the second. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Dansby Swanson. And that is out of play. Here comes the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Oh, look at the stop. Onto the pitcher, and very nicely done for the out. Fastball for a strike. On the ground, right side. Olsen takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it.
The tag, and they got him. And that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. Line drive. Suzuki takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Out towards right center field. Suzuki coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. This one ripped, but foul to the right. 2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Cameron in his second season, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Curve in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Pedro Leon in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The designated hitter, Benjamin Powell.
That's the ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Not close with that one. Ball 3. Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman Alex Bregman.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one kicks away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, Albies. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Ripped to right. Reaching for it and brings it in. That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Anthony Santander at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Keeping an eye on him. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it's off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. And he's there with a double. Tap foul at the plate. Yo-1. And there's a foul ball. One out, and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Next one misses. Ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Here is Matt Olson. He's already homered here in this one. In the air to left center. Leon under it. And that will end the inning. The Braves add one on the RBI double. Back here in Atlanta. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. Swing and a miss. Swings through that.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Up one down. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2 stays alive. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike. 2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Dansby Swanson.
No,
ball
that's
one,
a
no
ball.
strikes.
Hey!
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now in for the Braves, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Meisner on his way over, and a quick out, number 1. This one's smoked on its way out of here.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. He caught it behind his back. Fires to first, and they get the out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Moises Ballesteros. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in, and there's one away. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So a man aboard now with one away. So digging in, Cameron Meisner. And first offering is fouled off. In the dirt. Ball to strike. That clips the corner. In the dirt. And the runner holds. Man at first, one away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one missed. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. He's safe.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Rip to third. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Edward Cabrera.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Line drive, short hop to third. To first. Nicely done for the out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Phil Maton getting loose out there. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ball one there. That one almost got him. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing. Just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Number 11 getting ready to hit. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Curve, hit right back to him. Throws to first in time.
Strike! Woo!
Out to center. 2 up, 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Slider clips the zone. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it remains 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. Oh.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Bounce to the left side. Swanson tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. And the batter now, Matt Olson. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-2 now. Cabrera, a righty that throws with power. 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Swings through that.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And that one hammered Meisner going back. And that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. It's low and gets away. And in comes the runner from second to score. A big mistake there.
That right there is a great read and some wheels to match. So exciting when you see a guy score all the way from second on a wild pitch. It's almost like an inside the park home run.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's hard hit on the line. And that's the 3rd out. Back at Truist Park. Now they hand the ball over to a new arm, Ian Hamilton.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
The Cubbies with a chance to get back into it here in the top half of inning number 7. And he can't come up with it. Well, to first for the out as the run comes in from third. So up next, Cameron Meisner, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in there, 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses. 1-2 to count. In the air, left field. Chisholm has a beat on it. And 2 down. Foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Phil Maton.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The 1-0. Swings through. That one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
The 0-1. With the shift on, hits right into it. Bush takes it to the bag, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the
2
Braves.
out, space is empty. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Daniel Palencia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. Back in Atlanta. Truist Park. Stepping in, number 11. Now into the game, Roger Batista. He'll be out in left field. And a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. Strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. And a swing and a miss. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball almost got him there. Struck him out looking.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch.
That's the ball.
Just missed. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out. Back here in Atlanta. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. That's out number 2. New pitcher on now, Daniel Palencia. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Joaquin Rodriguez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strike. Back in the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. That one ripped but foul. Here comes the manager. Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Grant Holmes.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one way inside. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Swanson in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
That's inside.
Holmes measures 6 feet even, 225 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2014. The 2-1. And that skips in the dirt.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The throw in. And he's out, trying for two. What a stop.